So this is just going to go through some fun moments, which I can't recall if they were summer or not. Junior year, lizard in my hair. I had a lizard that I found on the way walking over because a lot of them live near each other. At least the friend I met that introduced me to the best friend that I had, they were best friends. They were like brothers together forever. And so essentially we were walking from one house to the next and I stuck a lizard in my hair because I found it on the ground. It was a big long one too. And when we were at the house, it would occasionally just pop its head out, check everyone out, and just pop back in into its little nest. I had it there, and it had no problem staying there. That was fun and interesting. I'd had like my own little lizard Pokemon, and so attempted booze runs, self-explanatory. I don't recommend it, but this is part of, I guess, what mistakes are being made as you grow up, and just trying to grow up faster than you need to. Because now I could do booze runs all the time, and I've had many years where I could do booze runs all the time, and it's just, I guess it just wasn't necessary to try to grow up so fast because that's going to happen in your life regardless eventually. So you should just be satisfied with where you're at currently, and things will come to, and that in itself will teach patience, which is something that you might want to teach your children in the future, so that way they're not rushing to grow up and just enjoying living in the moment and appreciating nature and life and the process. Game nights, so with my best friend at the time, we're just gonna call him best friend. Essentially, we played Super Smash Brothers a lot. Like what became our thing was gaming, and that was the friend I started hanging out with all the time. And we played a lot of Super Smash Brothers. I used Ike a lot. I got really good at Ike, but he just wasn't a good character apparently. But I was good enough to beat him all the time. In fact, I beat him so much that he never beat me ever, even post high school. And I would always win Chipotle cards off of him because he was a manager, and I would be like, "Thanks for the free cards." He'd almost win, but then eventually, he finally got good enough where it became back and forth, and he had his own time periods of winning. So props to him on being able to do that. But I never got to beat him at Mario Kart. That was his game. And it was through him and, of course, the other that I noticed that a lot of things were different. And I mentioned it earlier how their family reacted. Everyone was different. The cul-de-sacs got together in their neighborhood and would section off the cul-de-sac for barbecues or Halloween. And even though their parents were divorced, both of them, both the friends I'm mentioning, the BNN and the best friend, they still talked and hung out with each other and were very cordial. They went to barbecues. I think they even saw each other at Christmas. Whereas my parents, when they divorced, it was just like animosity, pull money, stay away from me, and there was just so much like no love